Yao Jide, research team leader from Yunnan University, says these maps are evidence from a third party confirming China's sovereignty over the islands and the related sea area. Yao, whose area of expertise spans China-Iran relations, the ancient Silk Road, and Iran, was a former visiting scholar at the University of Tehran, Iran, and also served as head of the university's Confucius School.
The position 12 in the Chinese mainland, separated by a sea. The sea was marked with China Sea. The position 10 was marked with the Indian Ocean, and the sea between the Indian Ocean and the Chinese mainland was China Sea.
The study started in March 2012 when history professor M.B. Vasogi from the University of Tehran visited Beijing and talked about the ancient maps. Vasogi collected more than 50 ancient maps which reference Chinese territory and had these maps translated into Chinese. The maps span around 800 years when Persian and Arabian navigators sailed the Mediterranean, Indian Ocean, the South China Sea, and finally the southeast coast of China.
The maps span around 800 years, from the 9th to 17th centuries. We have annotated them and collected information on map-making time.
According to Yao, 4 of the maps were annotated in Arabic, while the others were in Persian. The maps, in spherical, grid, or plane patterns, were designed the south at the top, the north at the bottom, the east on the left, and the west on the right, opposite to those in modern times.
We have chosen several maps and clearly seen the waters between the West Pacific and the Indian Ocean were annotated by Persian geographers with China Sea, China Gulf, China Islands, and China archipelagos.
Yao said the research team can safely conclude that these waters and islands are part of Chinese territory based on the naming principle of maps and semantics.
Historical geography and historical maps strongly affect how we determine disputed territorial land and sea today. No matter how the land and sea was recorded by one nation or another in history, after referring to the past, we may find a reasonable and fair way to solve the issue through negotiation.
The research team is translating the maps into English so that they can publish an atlas in Persian, Chinese, and English.